You ready for that sweet recap?
Yes, because God knows that I need it. Oh my god. Terrible rolls. Okay. So, last session, Victor stayed behind in Rowfield, while Aegis, Sim, and Zay began the trek into the woods in order to retrieve Lord Varzand's package. On the journey, Aegis became a mama to a baby snapdragon after feeding it and allowing it to follow them. The trio then came across a sleeping vine terror. Aegis suggested continuing on with their journey and not to disturb it, but Sim and Zay had other ideas and woke it up. The fight resulted in a dead vine terror, a badly injured Zay, and one of Zay's crystal daggers leaving a slowly growing purple essence in one of the trees it became lodged in, lying to Aegis that everything was fine. With night falling, the group took their first night watch. With Sim taking first watch so Zay could rest, and Aegis not wanting to take the middle watch, the responsibility fell to Zay, which worked out for her as she was graced with the lovely sight of a unicorn. During Aegis's watch, however, he heard a baby crying in the woods. He promptly woke up both Sim and Zay to let them know that he was going out to investigate, much to their dismay. Aegis found not a baby, but a small childlike creature with gray skin, red eyes, wings, and jagged teeth that could mimic the voices it hears. After Aegis was bit by the creature, he grabbed it and carried it all the way back to camp. Loosening his grip on the creature for just a split second, the creature darted and started attacking Sim violently. With the party surrounding the creature and badly injuring it, it flew off as Aegis's and Zay's final ranged attacks failed to hit it. Zay, clearly pissed off, climbed back up into the tree she was sleeping in with the threat of not to wake her up. And that is where we start.
Beautiful.
Ditto to Zay. Don't wake me up again. If you hear another crying baby in the forest, don't you dare go and look for it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess in the meantime, we'll sit watch, and also for short rest, you don't have to be sleeping, right?
Correct.
Correct. You just can't be
Oh,
doing anything strenuous. So you
okay,
can't be working out.
okay. Then yeah, I guess my punishment is I have to stay on guard for the rest of that time. Well, not the rest of that time, I guess, but I don't know. But yeah, I'll just stay on guard and tend to the snapdragon's head. Okay.
As you are on guard, you do end up hearing someone approaching. And that someone comes into view and is Victor. We basically said that he had stayed back to inform the town a little better about what was possibly going on down in that the catacombs under the deep uh the deep catacombs under the old temple. There we go. Um, before following you guys, essentially. Um, and it would be about now that he would finally catch up.
You look like something that the cat dragged in that's been dead a week. Hmm. I would like to see if I can't see the rest of the group.
You should be able to see us, except for maybe they. I guess that's fair.
Yeah,
This is true.
roll a perception if you want to try and spot Zay up in a tree.
I need to pull up my sheet. Perception is a 17.
Not bad, not bad. Zay, were you... You were just kind of laying on the branch. You weren't trying specifically to hide, if I recall correctly?
No.
Or were... Yeah, so yeah, you end up looking around and spotting Zay up in a tree. Not looking too hot, I might add.
What in the seven hells did I miss?
Does Sim or Zay wake up to the sound of Victor?
No.
Nope.
Then that would be you answering, Aegis.
Wait, what? Sorry.
He asked what in the seven hells did he miss?
Well, we found a baby,
A baby.
but
Elaborate more, please.
it wasn't a normal baby.
Evidently.
One second.
Uh-oh.
He is being summoned by the real life people.
Yep. It sounded
Cursed
like the wifey.
beast.
But yes, Victor. The sight that you kind of see is a disheveled, kind of beat up a little bit Sim, but not nearly as bad off looking as Zay, who's up in the tree. Both of them are zonked out hard. So yeah, Victor, Aegis had said that it was a baby that wasn't actually a baby.
I'm still waiting for him to elaborate more.
He just kind of staring at him. Is Aegis gonna elaborate more? Or is that the only thing?
Well, it was a big, gray baby with wings, and it kept trying to bite us, and it kept making weird noises, and it repeated my voice back to me.
And how, perchance, did you all stumble upon said baby?
Well, you see, I heard I heard baby cries, and couldn't just leave a baby in the forest to die.
So, that doesn't explain how it attacked Sim and Zay.
Well, I brought the baby, and
I'm a baby, gotta love me.
So, you hear crying baby noises in the night, in the middle of the woods, where no one is around. You go to investigate, find little demon beastie, bring it back to the camp with you. Whatever god gave you a brain wasted a perfectly good geode. And I'm just going to kind of reach into my bag, and grab my bedroll before just kind of shaking my head and just walking off.
Well, did I tell you about my Snapdragon? Wait, no, I don't know that it's Snapdragon. Did I tell you about this flowery thing?
Flowery thing. I just kind of stop and look back.
You see this small alive snapdragon plant. That's an actual baby dragon.
Isn't it the prettiest thing you've ever seen? Well, second prettiest.
Plant is. He's going to kind of look down at it, get a little closer, hold out a finger to see if it wants to sniff, kind of like meeting a dog.
He glares down at it.
I'll just show the images
Oh.
there again.
He glares down at it.
NPC as well at this point. It leans in, and 5 of its flowers kind of turn, and you realize 5 of its flowers are heads. And it gives a bit of a sniff, and one of the heads gives a bit of a lick. And then it kind of circles around you very, very quickly a few times. It is probably like... its body's about the size of a chihuahua.
Chihuahua draft.
And then it stops and kind of just tilts its neck stop and looks at you.
You are a funky little creature. I enjoy it. And I'm going to just kind of stand back up, find the least damage and comfiest place to set up, and I will then spend, once my bedding is set up, spend, how long does it take to ritual cast? 10 minutes?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to ritual cast Alarm.
Oh, don't trust Aegis that bad. Or don't trust Aegis that bad.
You have done nothing to earn my trust. You've wanted to jump down a pit with a bunch of undead plague. You brought a demon baby back to camp. What have you done to make me trust you?
Well, we could have handled the plague.
Or, conversely, you could have spread it to everyone around, and we would have a very, very large problem on our hands. Though, that problem would also likely come with a very large price on your head.
Plagues are for the weak.
Just kind of look at him with, you know that look that your parents gave you when you said this dumbest shit imaginable?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's getting that look.
The "how are you, my child" look.
I'm the strongest one here, and I've never had.
Oh my gosh.
I've never even been sick.
Noted.
After some time, say that Sim and Zay do eventually wake up to see that Victor arrived while they were asleep and is napping.
Aegis has now named all of the Snapdragon heads.
Oh, let's hear it. What are the names of the Snapdragon heads?
Okay. One is Barry. I'll say that's the top top left one, because from the looks of it, they were arranged like 2 on the top, 3 on the bottom. Anyway, that one's buried. The other one on the top is Petunia. The bottom left is the middle one is Trout, and the and I need to take note of this for myself.
Oh, I've written them down in NPCs.
Oh, and
Once I get the last one.
the right one is Ivy Jr.
Oh boy. Yes, simp.
He picked that one specifically because he thought it was the prettiest one.
I will let you know that Trout's the bitey one.
Good.
That makes sense.
Should have named him Snapper.
So yes, you both wake up. It is very, very, very late into the morning. Probably like early lunchtime at this point, sort of thing. Because of what happened in the middle of the night. And if I recall correctly, this is Aegis's last day with the drink effect.
The fortnight.
Yep.
Oh, he's not gonna remember his name for them.
He's not gonna
Oh,
remember
no.
getting it.
He's not gonna
He's just
know where the hell he is.
True.
He's not gonna know a lot. Though, because of a specific tea, you do get to make a roll to see if you remember Inklings.
So maybe he might remember the names.
Almost
And
like
the
those
Snapdragon.
little flashes of memory you might get from being blackout drunk.
I hope he at least remembers the Snapdragon.
We shall see. We shall see.
Zay just sits up. on
Otherwise,
a
he's
branch.
gonna wake up in the morning and wonder why the Snapdragon is sleeping on top of him.
Zay sits up on her branch, starts getting out some rations to eat. Quietly. Not talking. A few sticks in her hair.
Oh. No, he would still eventually talk to them anyway.
I mean, yeah, because they would be following him. And he would be wondering why the crap this flower walks. And why it's following him.
Why?
But yes,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
so yeah, you wake up. It is actually quite a pleasant day. And you would know that the location that you guys have to get to, because of the late start, you would end up getting to it after dark. if you continued going after the sun had set to get to it before taking another rest.
Oof. That's rough.
Or conversely, we can just set up camp when the sun starts to set.
Yeah.
Exactly. You could set up camp.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah, we can do that. We can camp out one more night. Okay.
I kind of agree with full sending it. I don't really want to deal with another demon baby incident.
Yes, this is understandable, but I have a feeling that it is going to come to us whether or not we are camped.
Well then, good. We get to finish off.
What if it brings friends?
Then we'll finish those off too.
From the looks of things, it almost finished you off.
No, I'm fine.
I agree with Victor.
Do I look hurt to you?
Do we look hurt to you?
I mean, it's just a scratch. You'll be okay.
It's just a
Merely
flesh.
a flesh.
So go till the sun sets and set camp.
I think that is wise.
Yep.
Well, I don't really see any point in sticking around here to see if the baby comes back. So why don't we get moving?
I agree.
Alrighty. So as you guys set up camp, not set up camp, but take down camp. Things go smoothly. It's a nice day. And you guys set off on the trail. And kind of how the map dictates, it begins to get very, very steep. It's still quite forested, but the trek has quite a bit of an incline to it. And as you guys travel, there's still your typical small animals about and birds making noises. Your typical foresty noises. And this day goes quite smooth. But as it begins to get darker, roll me perception checks.
Okay. First roll of the night.
Natural 20.
Heck yeah.
Well, the streak continues, as that is a 3.
Was that a perception check you
no.
said?
Yes.
Okay. 17.
Nice. So, I see
He
a
rolled a
6
6.
from Aegis. So, 2 of you don't see, 2 of you do see. Half and half, 50-50, not that bad. As it starts to set, you begin to notice there is more shifting in the bushes and the brush than should be normal.
Um, I'm gonna send a mage hand out through the bushes.
As you go to send a mage hand through one of the bushes, instead of going through one of the bushes, it hits one of the bushes, and there is a surprised yelp, and the bush then moves behind the other bush.
I think we have another living bush.
Maybe speak with animal.
I don't have that.
I'm a doctor, not a vet.
Well, give me a second, okay? Or what if we just try to talk to it normally?
Hey, you, bush. What you doing?
Why are you following us?
It pops its head up, and you do notice that this bush, now that it's like moving, it does have eyes, and part of the bush kind of looks like it's a nose, and there's a mouth there, and it tilts its head and speaks, but unless you all me, I think. Do any of you know Primordial?
No.
No.
Let me check his languages. I think he just knows Common and Elfish. Yeah, I just know Common, Elvish, and telepathy. Celestial.
That is not Primordial. It sounds very Stitch-esque, if you will. And it kind of waves 2 arms in the air. not in necessarily the most threatening way, because you can tell it's more scared of you than you are of it, but you can tell it's trying to be threatening while hiding behind a different bush. That is an actual bush. It's a bush being hiding behind a bush, trying to act tough.
Mage Hand is gonna kind of just like pat it on the head. You're doing an okay job, but
It goes to like
You're the
SWAT
bush.
at nothing.
I'm gonna cast telepathy at it.
Right.
You don't happen to know any other languages? Nod yes or no.
Telepathy is the one that auto translates, right?
Yep. With his features.
It starts speaking in highly broken Elvish.
I can understand that. Kind of.
And out loud, you just hear, "What do want on land?" And it's kind of thumping its arms up and down.
I also speak Elvish, so I would understand that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we're just stepping through.
Zay just goes, Varzand package.
No, oh. That might not have been the best.
It tilts its head to the side and repeats package 3 or 4 times while like scratching its head. And then kind of mimics making the shape of a box and says package while looking at you.
Yes. Box. Package.
It begins jumping up and down and repeats box for purple, box for purple.
You will?
Yes.
Yes. Can I no, I don't want to be threatening right now. Yes, box for purple.
It nods and goes, box at home. That way, and points farther up the trail.
Okay, now we're finally getting somewhere.
Sin will just kind of like give a slight bow to it. Thank you. May we continue passing through your lands to get the box?
It nods, and then like mid nod stops, and then runs over to you guys, and starts like marching in place, and then starts like to actually march, and then looks back at you to see if you guys are following.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna let the snapdragons like put a hand down to the snapdragon to crawl onto me, and then follow.
Okay. as it marches, it points out different random things, saying things like best climb tree and mean rock hurt and off a ledge that's kinda high goes slip fall boom big ouch rubs his head and it keeps going while describing different landmarks and very much so keeping up that march with the arms bent and pumping knees high looks very proud of themselves.
I'm gonna speak in common. What if this is a trap?
Why would it be a trap? It's leading us down the trail that we've been going down anyways.
There could be lots of things it's leading us to.
Like the package that it knows? That it's purple? Kind of seems like a coincidence, wouldn't you think?
Okay.
Like, as a player right now, I'm picturing like Oscar the Grouch mixed with like
Cousin
like Ben from Treasure Planet.
Oh yeah.
Like the kind of like goofy walk that Ben has, but like the kind of shape of Oscar the Grouch, but leafy.
Yeah. Very much so. Oscar the Grouch shape, but just leaves. And it sounds like Stitch. And
Is everybody in the party getting a bush to adopt?
there you do as you walk. It occasionally waves, and you'll see a bush wave back, or some will like move closer to get a look. And then dart off, and oftentimes it'll just be like brother, sister, brother, sister, sister. When pointing out some of them as they pass. And as it's marching at some point on the trail, very very arbitrary, it stops like dead in its tracks, turns around with a like excited face and pats its own chest and goes, "Kevin!"
When Sim will kind of like point to him, Kevin.
It nods and taps his own chest and goes, "Kevin."
Sim will kind of tap his own chest. Sim.
Sim. And then he just begins to look at the other three. Like the eyes darting from one to the other.
Aegis taps his own chest and says Aegis, and then he points to each Snapdragon head and says their names.
In response, it looks to you and goes, "Eggs, blah 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 blah." And then smiles.
Does Victor speak Elvish? Does Victor speak Elvish?
Nope.
Oh.
Uh,
Sim's been
and
kind of just like translating back and forth to Victor. He'll kind of like point to Victor. Victor.
Yes.
he'll points to Victor like you pointed to Victor, and goes, Victor. And then waves.
Just kind of like lean over to Victor and in common, just like, oh, well, you've been introduced to the bush. The bush's name is Kevin.
It does. Oh, this is a BRB, probably
I am
child
back.
related.
I am back.
Oh, you are back. The bush has been introducing itself excitedly.
I heard
His
Kevin.
name is Kevin.
Yes, I heard Kevin.
Yes. It's now staring at you to give your name.
Oh. Zay.
It looks goes, eh?
Close enough.
Nah, and then turns around and starts marching again. Quite a happy little guy. And eventually you get to this very, very unless you stop it for like wanting a break or a rest or anything, it just keeps going. It gets night begins to properly fall, but it keeps going until you end up seeing this very, very old temple. It is held together exquisitely by plants themselves. And there is a huge, huge tree growing up out of the center of it. And the bush ends up, as they get close enough, waving and shouting, "Hi, Mom!" Towards the tree, and looks back at you guys and points and goes, "Mom."
Oh. Hi.
And it then gets to a doorway, which does have a door that actually like works. It struggles to push it open, but does push it open and looks extremely proud of itself. And the large room that it first opens up to is just filled with these guys. And some of them are around. Some of them are playing games. Like are actually smart and like are playing chess. Sort of games. Some of them are like sleeping in a pile. Then they just kind of look like a giant bush if a bush was snoring. But you can make out like different arms and legs sticking out. And now inside, you do see the trunk of the tree, and it kind of goes up and pats it and goes, "I'm up," and then runs back over and goes, "Purple box." Yeah.
Yes.
Not first, purple box first.
Purple box, then map.
it looks and nods and goes, and kind of moves its hands. And goes, stay. I get big ones. Purple box. And then darts off.
How big was this box supposed to be?
You think maybe the nap burst might have been a good idea?
Oh, this is a big, strong man, afraid of box.
Where'd my phone go? I have to post a picture.
I'm afraid it'll be fun handing you the box.
As you guys wait there for a moment, where is the picture? Nope. It's in here somewhere. That one. And where's the other one? Come on, where is it? There it is. Oh, now it's gonna take forever to load. Two people led by Kevin end up walking in. One is a very short, barely like 3.5 feet tall, hunched over with her cane. Tiny purple tiefling lady with big old round glasses, squinty eyes. She's got a package in her hand that is labeled, and she is walking next to this woman that definitely looks like she's made out of all plant. Her face shape is more deer-esque, and she's got long horns that are made out of like smooth wood growing out of her forehead, and this long leafy dress and skirt that swoops down across the floor. And they both come over, and the older lady tugs on the dress of the younger one and goes, I can't see them. Dear, keep bringing me closer. Are these my boys? And the lady goes, no, I believe maybe your grandsons and your son maybe sent others to pick up the package instead of coming themselves. And she opens her eyes wide for a second, and the glasses just look like full eyeball. And then squints again and goes, they never come and visit me up here anymore. Think I'm too old to do anything. And yet they want this. And she keeps heading over, getting real up in your bubble sort of space, where she goes, you're a different lot than I've seen before.
Um, yes?
He goes, I'm Granny Varzand. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. I am Zay.
Sim.
He says in common, "You must be wisest, Farzan." And he says, "I Aegis."
Hmm. Yes, well, you're here for the delivery, so I'll pass this over. And she holds out this package and goes, it's thoroughly wrapped. Inside is a jar. Don't jostle it too much. Don't shake it around too much. The jar cracks. You will be in a world of hurt. I know my son right, which I'm pretty sure I do.
Zay will reach out to grab it from her gently.
What? Why are we here? You need anything?
Oh, well. Not that they keep. I've got a lot of company, so I think I'm good. But it is late. It is nighttime. You've come very far, so I'm certain you need a rest and some food. Now, pretty much all we've got is plant up here. I hope you don't mind. We've got lots of fruits and vegetables. They can grow pretty much anything here. It's fantastic. But you definitely shouldn't travel at this time of night anymore. The dandelions are probably out in full hunt mode at this point. They like to hunt at night because their manes don't catch the sun. Yes. Oh, they're so cute and cuddly in the day, but dangerous and terrifying at night.
I like the plant dandelions.
Both. Lion, but dandy, lion, its manes, the leaves, not the leaves, the petals.
Oh,
Very yellow. Catches the sun and they just look so darn cute. But nighttime, oh boy, they are deadly, deadly hunting machines.
what about the weird great baby things?
Great baby things.
It's
What
got,
you talking about?
It's got wings and teeth and
Spooky red eyes.
Wings and
cries like a
teeth and
baby. Look at Aegis.
Like mimics voices.
She tugs on the dress of the lady that had walked up with her and goes, Dearie, can you go get my book, please? And the girl goes, yes, ma'am. And walks off. She says, is there anything else you can tell me about this gray winged baby thing?
Aegis has begun searching for dandelions.
Well, it wanted to.
Wait, are you like leaving the place?
Are you leaving? So you're inside a building right now.
The freeze-dried Skittle. Are you planning like to poison you or something?
Love you, baby. No, well, not exactly leaving like too far, but
Like
she
looking out
said
the
that.
doorway sort of thing.
Yeah, sort of just like looking around for him.
Well, when it bit the Aegis, he was bleeding a lot, like a lot more than he probably should have been.
He was what? I was wedding a lot.
Bleeding.
So his bite was an anticoagulant.
Yes.
A who's what?
An anticoagulant, dear. I've got some up in my lab.
She just
If you really need a demonstration, but if you get cut by something with it, you instead of scabbing so the bleeding stops, you kind of just keep bleeding, sort of thing.
Do you have any for sale?
I mean, I could. You want to buy some?
Yes.
I don't know what I'd do with money. I'd probably just send it back to the book. Well, maybe I'll buy something later. Who knows?
He after returning and not finding anything. You'll have tea.
Oh yeah, there's always tea here. There's so much, especially when the dandelion shed. Oh, that's the best dandelion tea.
Oh. We should stay out and try to find the dandelions.
Not at night.
in
Sid then turns and shouts and is Rosalind, hurry up with my book.
in Sim's head, he just hears, "Fuck, I miss the city."
So just kind of looks at Zay with just like an I know face.
Maybe we should stay here longer. I mean,
No,
We have a job to do.
No,
You're welcome to stay here, but we would like to finish our work for the
we're on a timed fetch here.
oh, he didn't seem like he was in too much of a rush. What's an extra day or two?
Well, we stayed an extra day or two in the city before we left.
When we told him we were going to leave, like, the next day after the meetings.
Yes.
So, we kind of gotta hurry.
So something held us up.
But nothing's holding us up right now.
I would like further employment from these Varzands, and lying to them is not a good start. Liars are always found out, usually through unsavory means. If you wish to be late and fight dandelions on your own, more power to you. But
maybe we'll see when
I
they're laid
have
back,
work
Aegis.
to do.
In the daytime, when they're nice and dandy.
Less lion-esque.
Exactly, right when you want to see them. So beautiful. Even, they'll bring out their cubs in the day, usually early morning.
How big are they? Are they like dandelion size, or are they like lion size?
Oh no! They're lion sized.
Oh no.
Oh,
Sim just kind of looks at Aegis.
that sounds amazing.
Okay, now I've
Uh,
heard of everything.
As you guys talk, eventually, Rosalind does come back with this big ol' honkin' book, and she kind of holds it out, and Granny Varzand snags it from her, dropping it onto the ground, and then plops onto the ground with a huff, which makes Rosalind kind of jump and go to like try and grab her, but Granny Varzand does that like shoo motion with her arm with a grumble, and she begins flipping pages and goes, nope, nope, that's not a gray baby. Flips some more pages. No, that doesn't sound right. It's a gray baby with wings and red eyes, and mimicked.
and really nasty teeth.
Yes.
Really nasty teeth. And after a while, she ends up flipping more pages and stops and says, ah! Well, it fits, but who would do that?
Who would do what?
Well, those creatures. The gray baby with the wings and the eyes and the teeth and whatnot. They're created, not born. Well, I mean, they're born at some point and then created, but I mean, you do say the devil's in the details, but okay. So, you have a mother, you have her baby. Somebody took the mother and the baby and murdered the mother and then the baby. And this is a vengeance baby, basically.
Uh-huh.
Also, so what you're telling me is that Aegis brought a vengeance baby to our camp, and then we almost killed it, but then it ran away.
Oh, yes, they're flighty if they realize they're going to be killed. They don't want to be killed until they find and kill the person that killed them. Though they're just going to try and kill anybody that they come across until they come across the right person. Because they're a baby, they don't understand. It's almost like an evil little magic kind of controlling them, not controlling them. Well, controlling them in a sense, but they're babies, so they're stupid.
So since it's a vengeance baby, does that mean it's going to be coming back after us since we almost killed it, or?
Well, no, you're not the initial murderer. So as long as you stay away from it and out of its view, it shouldn't come after you.
What if we help Vengeance Baby kill?
It will only try and kill you, dear.
It's a lost cause, Aegis.
Now, if you were to find where it was murdered, or find about the murderer, and then find the murderer and trick the murderer to go in the forest, well, then you solve the problem. Because then the soul can rest in peace, the vengeance baby disappears, and, forest safer.
That also sounds like a lot of work on our part.
It is a lot of work.
Is crime high from these parts?
Is what, dear?
Um, is many murders?
Well, not typically. None that I've really. Well, depends on the area. Not typically. We'll say not typically. It's quite rare. It should be quite rare anyway. But hey, sometimes a murderer pops up. And who knows how long this baby has been around, too. You could be looking for a murder that's 100 years past.
And if that murderer is dead, then they don't get the chance to murder the murderer.
Yes. Unless you, there's different ways to resurrect things, but that would be kind of rude. Resurrect someone that's dead just so they can be killed. Kind of poetic in a sense. No, I like the sound of that. You can do that if you wish.
You didn't die the right way.
Okay, well, first off, we don't know where the one that attacked us went. We don't know who murdered it, and we don't know where it was murdered. So I say we just cut our losses, take our rest here, and then head back to the city. Please.
It's
I
not a
agree.
bad idea.
Would Kevin guide us back? That was rather pleasant having him before.
Oh, certainly. He looks around, and then he goes, Kevin! Kevin, where are you? And the one that was standing right next to her kind of taps her on the side. And she just jumps and goes, oh, there you are. You were hiding from me. And it just shakes its head. And she goes, Kevin, when they're ready, after they've eaten and rested and such, you're going to lead them back. Alright? Alright. No ifs, ands, or buts. You know the rules. Do as I say. Do as Grandma says. And it just nods. She was good. Good lad. Gives a little pat on the head. Because they are all so sweet. Love them dearly. She goes, now, rooms. Separate rooms, together rooms, big room. You can sleep in the sleep pile if you like. It's quite comfortable.
No. No.
Or food first. Do you need a meal?
Yes. Food and then a room, please.
Same. Please.
We got him.
Uh,
She goes to get.
Barry, Petunia, Rose, Trout, and Ivy Jr. eat meat. He points to the snapdragon.
He looks and goes, oh! Where did you come from? You're not normally in these parts. You're lower down. Quite high up in the mountain than you usually are. Where's your mummy? And she looks at you and goes, where did you find this? Yeah, well, they're never away from their mothers. Where's its mother? What did you do?
I found it alone.
I don't like the sound of that.
How big do the moms get?
They Have you ever seen an elephant?
No?
I'm gonna roll a history check.
Me too.
Holy shit, that's a mod 20.
Nice.
That's an 11.
11.
See a 14 from Aegis? Or is that an old
Oh.
14?
That was an old 14.
So Aegis want to see if he remembers what a elephant is, or has seen one?
I guess. It's history?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or has seen one in a book.
16.
So, yeah, Aegis and Victor. The other, right? It was Victor that got the higher, not Sim.
No.
Or did I flip flop them?
I had a mod 20.
You had the mod 20. I got them flip flopped. So then Sim and Aegis. You remember the size of an elephant?
Yes.
So he goes, well, take an elephant and proportionally make the neck stalk.
So if you take like the dangly thingy and put heads on it and put it up.
Yep. Kind
Oh.
of like a giraffe, but fatter. That's why I said elephant.
Can someone explain to me how big an elephant is?
So like, you know a horse?
Yeah.
Horse.
Take like 7 or 8 horses and put them together.
The what?
And take like the size of a horse and make it like 7 or 8 times bigger.
Oh. Oh. It's a big horse.
And that's the size of. He just kind of points at the snapdragon. That thing's mummy.
Have fun with that, Aegis. I'm sure she's going to be loving you.
Well, if it's so far lost, maybe something happened to its
Or
mummy.
maybe it wandered away. You led it further away, and Mommy's looking for him right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no.
it'll be fine. If it comes,
You
we
should
give
Was
it
it
back.
in a nest?
That's what
Far
you
away.
said
No.
about the baby sounds.
Was there a
It-
bunch of them?
It was just alone.
Listen,
Following
they
us.
usually have 3 or 4 kids. So all of them
he
would have been around.
He counts the heads on the.
No, not the heads on one. Like 4 or 5, like, separate. With multiple heads. They all have multiple heads. Even the mummy has multiple heads.
Only one found. We gave it food several times. If there were others, I think they'd come.
I wonder if it got caught in a drift. See, typically the mummy plants some seeds of her own. And the seeds sprout and grow into these little babies. And then they pop out of the ground when they're ready. And the mummy stays around, typically stays planted. But sometimes she'll move around to get food and such. But stays close. But this one is still a baby, but like, It looks about a month out of the ground by its size. So it should have been with Mummy and a handful of others. Unless it's been hunting on its own. Sometimes animals will pluck the seeds out and carry them around, or fools will go and, while the mummy's sleeping, dig up the seeds and take them places to try and sell and make money off of them. But if they drop one somewhere, then you've got alone all by itself a little baby snapdragon.
It was alone, but don't worry. I know just who'll be good, Mommy. I know someone who is nymph.
Oh, you do you? Haven't seen one of them in ages. Well, yes, in ages. This one here, Rosalind, isn't quite. She's different. We'll just say. She's a special one off of Mom over there. Every once in a while, that one pops out some special seeds that grow up to be a bit more fantastic than. These little ones are great. And amazing, and they do a lot of work. They're hard workers and will always love you. But they're not the brightest.
As that conversation has been going on, Sim will kind of lean over to Zay. Just be like, how do you think Aegis plans on getting a baby dragon through customs?
He's gonna find a way.
I'm hoping that way doesn't involve us, because I don't know any other way to get back other than the boat.
Well, if it comes down
It-
to it, I am getting myself into the city.
Oh, can I? Are you whispering that?
Yeah, that's while you were just having that conversation.
While you were
Oh.
having the conversation about the
Okay, never
Snapdragon,
mind.
they were talking.
Yeah, fair. I was, if it wasn't during that specifically, then I was gonna see if I could maybe make a perception check, but he's distracted.
Just so. Rosalind, help me up. Rosalind just kind of sighs and goes, yes. And helps her up. And goes, all 1, 2, 3, 4, well, 5 if you count the snap. Oh, 5 of you this way. And she begins to march off quite slowly.
He
Foot shuffle
pauses.
is very slow. And after a short while, she goes, "Come on, keep up!" But she's not going fast.
He pauses and looks at his snapdragon and he says, "Was she talking about you? There's 5 of you."
And she goes, "If you want food, this way." And keep shuffling.
Oh.
And she ends up leading to a very, very much so set up like a school cafeteria-esque sort of design. Lots of long tables with bar seats, and she keeps on shuffling and makes her way to a door and pops it open, and then while it's propped open, you see she reaches her arms up and grabs something and goes to try and pull it, but ends up just kind of dangling herself. And she goes, it's... Hey, big guy! Give it a pull. Get over here. Quicker. Come on.
Okay. The priestess never said never question your elders.
She goes, that's damn straight. Never question your elders. Pull it for me.
He does as he's asked.
As he does, a big opening opens up in the wall, and there is an kind of like an island sort of situation. And she turns and goes towards an area with a hatch in the ground and flings it open. And when she does, there's this chilling blast, like absolutely frigid. And she doesn't even act like she's phased, and she hobbles down the steps, and then goes, You hear her shout out, "Hey, big guy, come back, come down here. Help move this."
Okay.
As you go down, it is very cold. It is basically a fridge. It is a giant magical fridge room. And she points out a couple different kind of crate-esque boxes and goes, that one, and that one, take them upstairs.
He grabs them all, stacks them, and then brings them upstairs.
Perfect. He hobbles up the stairs and slams the door back down. And opens up the crates, and they are each full. One of them is full of more like root vegetable sort of thing. One of them is full of more like leaf greens, and the last one is full of fruits and berries. It's got like a divider in it. And she goes, well, dinner.
Everybody.
And she picks up an apple out of the crate and bites into it and pulls it out, and her teeth go with it, and she goes, oh, rats, I forgot that happens. Well, I'll have to cut this. Come on, teeth, get out of there. And she starts trying to wrestle her teeth out of the apple. Just completely ignoring you guys at this point, trying to wrestle her teeth out of the apple so she can put that back in and cut the apple up for herself.
Aegis pauses and waits.
Zay will just sit down and grab a couple fruits.
After a while, she finally ends up wrestling her teeth out and going over searching through a couple drawers, pulling out a knife. This is the good one. And chops up her apple and then throws a chunk in her mouth. She says, that's much easier. Doesn't steal my teeth that way. And then she kind of looks to you guys and goes, so, how's working for my son going for you? No, sometimes he's not easy to work with. Say sometimes, but I think it's all the time.
He's not easy to work with.
Well, okay, I take that back. He's easy to work with if you're not stupid.
Yes.
When was the last time that you've seen them?
Well, Roland was just about, he could just look over my head last time I saw them.
Oh. Recalling back, they're all fully grown now, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
You know, I've seen my lovely daughter-in-law and my son a few times in the past. I don't remember. Let's see. How many full moons ago was it? Time! I don't have calendars here, you see. It kind of... maybe like 40 full moons ago? Maybe less? Maybe more like 30?
Well, when I get
I don't know, we
back-
send messages back and forth a lot.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Maybe you have messages sent? We go tomorrow?
Oh, yeah, well, I can send you a message back, since you're here. I didn't think about that. I didn't pre-write one or anything. I was just like, package, here you go. He wants me to move in with him.
Oh,
But I am not going to. Look at me. Look at how spry I am. She tries to do a little jig.
Zay is just kind of just like eating an apple, just kind of just watching and listening.
Aegis also decides to start eating because he's kind of figures that she's done or something.
She goes, well, like I said, I'm quite spry. And the brain is quick as attack. Smart as attack. Things change. Sharp as attack? Sharp as attack. That's the one I wanted. See? Sharp as attack.
Why should brain be sharp?
Quick wit. Remember a lot. Like knowing not to mess with the dandelions at night. I haven't forgotten that. I haven't forgotten a lot of this. I remember quite a lot. And I have my books.
Books?
She looks at all of you. The only thing that's really going is my eyesight. Look at these glasses. Whew. And, she says, well, after you're done eating, put the crates back in the freezer. And up the stairs, and she points towards the right, and there's a little archway that has, you can tell that it's a spiral staircase. There's rooms up there. Pick whichever. I don't think any of them are being used right now because everyone's just kind of down here. On the other side, there's an archway and a staircase. And my room and my lab and Rosalind is over there. Oh, I've got to get something for you, dearie. She points at Sim and goes, don't think I forgot.
Sim just kind of grins.
He says, well, you all eat. I'm gonna pop off and get that vial, and I'll be back. And she begins to shuffle off in her slow granny step manner.
Remark to the Snapdragon. Do you want any of this? And he gestures at the food on the table.
He kind of looks it over and sniffs at some of the crates, and then goes bleh, and then walks over to the other side of the table and curls up into a ball.
He opens one of his rations and gives the meat to each individual head.
They, again, quite ravenously chomp and snap at the jerky, and even try and, like, steal it from each other, while you're trying to give the individual heads their pieces.
So that thing eats the little meat rations right now. When it gets bigger,
No.
8 times the size of a horse, what is it going to eat then?
Horse. And
So you're gonna feed it horses.
well, not just horses.
They just
We feed it big pigs.
If you could imagine Zay just face palming deeply.
We take it with the book on hunts, and it eats scrap.
It doesn't want to eat scraps. It wants to eat the whole thing.
If we hunt for It's perhaps be enough. It's big boar.
I never did get to eat that boar.
Oh, I think meat go bad now.
Yes, Aegis. It would have gone bad.
Oh, I have cheese.
I I don't want cheese.
He pulls out one of the chunks of cheese and turns to the snapdragons, and he says, "You like cheese?"
It kind of sniffs at it slowly, and one of the heads kind of takes a nibble, and then it spits it out with a sneeze, and there's like a puff of pollen all around it.
Oh, um,
It doesn't want cheese either, Aegis.
me. I think we already accomplished it. Doesn't eat nuts either.
Yeah. The only thing that it eats out of the rations is the meat.
This is the jerky.
I guess Aegis will eat the rest of the ration.
Where did Granny Varzand leave the little knife? On the table?
She left it definitely on the floor.
On the floor?
Yes.
Oh, can I pick it up?
Yeah.
And then put it in my pocket?
But it's her favorite. No. It's the good one, I think, is what I had said.
Is it? It's a sharp. It's a sharp one though.
So mean.
It's a sharp one though.
Wait, no. Aegis would have a thing against these, actually.
You what?
Put back.
Put what back?
Is no nice take from elders.
It's not nice to take from others. Just takes the knife and puts it on the table.
Respect elders. Yes.
Well, fine. Fine. I'm going up to my room then. Zay will head up the stairs that she pointed to where the rooms were.
Right time for wind check. I didn't want to use. So yeah, you go up the steps, and there are actually quite nice rooms. Like there are. Each room has a nice sized bed that's actually like squishy.
It's no California King though.
No, it's no California King, but like maybe like an extra large twin sort of thing. And and or maybe like a couple of them might have like a queen size bed in them. And the linens are nice. They're not scratchy or anything. It is a little musky, like dusty, but not like overly so. Like they haven't been ignored for years or anything. But they're kept up, you can tell, fairly regularly.
Is there a door on the room?
Oh yeah, there are doors to the rooms. Yeah,
Do they lock?
they do indeed.
I'm locking my door.
You find the room with the biggest bed and go in and lock the door.
Yeah, first dibs.
Beautiful. After a while, there is some shuffling, and Granny Varzand is back in the kitchen with a couple vials in her hands. And she looks at Sim and goes, I didn't grab just one thing. You were interested in this thing, and, well, I thought maybe you would be interested in other things? I don't know. I don't know what I'd have a use for them. I don't know why I've collected them all. Well, I do know why I've collected them all these years. My son's interested in this stuff, and I'm the one that knows how to extract it and get it and process it and all that jazz. And he's learned the stuff too, but he's the businessy type, so he has to work with the people. And anyway, I've got some extras, and thought you lads and probably popped off to bed that the lady might want these. But I'm not just gonna give it to them for free. But I don't really know how much I should charge you, honestly, so I guess make an offer. And she begins to plunk vials down. She goes, this one, you cut someone, they're just gonna keep bleeding for a while. This one is a bit of a creeper. If you really want to be mean to someone. This one is more for pranks than anything, though. If you use too much, oh, they're gonna end up in the hospital. So I guess it can be bad, but like just a drop in someone's tea or food. Give it about an hour. They'll be in the bathroom for probably 24 hours. It's a aggressive laxative. Though you get too much of it, you'll be going out of both ends for a long time, and you'll end up dehydrated, and it will not be pretty. They need the hospital, so it's more for if you're stopped up, you use a drop, and you're good. Or again, if you really dislike someone, a drop in their food or something, and again, about an hour, they're going to have a really bad time. But yes, that's this. I don't have any use for this one, and it looks kind of like a bluish tint to it. She goes, this one is an extraction from a flower. You take the petals, and you boil them for a long time, and you boil it, boil it down until you get this. Now this, if you put it on their food or even on a weapon or something, it takes a little bit to react. So it's better used for like your poison sort of things, less your weapon. It makes their heart go really, really wackadoo. It goes through the system so fast, it's not traceable. So it'll be like a heart attack. The more you put in, though, the longer it stays in the system. So unless you know they're not going to be found for a while, you don't want to use too much. So just a few, a few drops. That's good enough. And then the last one. This last one is an extraction from... Well, have you ever met someone that could petrify someone with their gaze?
Don't believe I have.
Well, they exist, and I've met one before. As long as you're nice to them, they're not going to try and petrify you with their gaze, I'll tell you that much. But their tears have the property. So if you get that on your weapons, or then get that in their system somehow, or put it in a drink, they will begin to petrify without even having to catch the gaze of the creature. Isn't that fascinating?
That's amazing.
So, do you want any of these?
Honestly, I want all of them.
Alright, then how much would you want to pay for them?
Well, let me look at my inventory.
Zay has all the money.
It's 10 gold to a platinum, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This was the 4 of them. Uh, 8 platinum.
She's drowsing is sold. And holds out her hand.
He'll drop it off in her hand.
And then slams it into a pocket. And she is good. Now I won't have things cluttering up my area that I don't need. And it could go to use. Well, this old tiefling is going to go have a good nap It is quite farther into the night than I usually stay up at this point. So I'm off to bed. I'll see you in the morning, bright and early, if you want to see the dandelion. And then she turns and starts shuffling off.
Remind me what that last one was again.
The last one is petrification.
Petrification, thank you. Because I had the anticoagulant, the heart attack poison, the like aggressive laxative.
Aegis is going to tell his snapdragon head to make sure to wake him up at like first sun.
They all kind of just blink at you and yawn and then curl up into a ball.
Oh, you want to come up to the soft bed?
Kind of half-ass lifts up one of its head and yawns, and like 3 of the heads are already snoring.
Okay. Was that bush pile like nearby?
Yeah, so the bush pile is outside the kitchen, through the dining hall, and into like the main room, or you can go up the stairs and use one of the bedrooms up there.
I'm gonna sleep on the bush pile.
As you go over there and get all up in the bush pile, there are snores and grunts and shifting, and you are thoroughly incorporated into the bush pile. Of snores and sleepy people, and there are leafy arms and legs going every which direction.
This is gonna be interesting in the morning.
a green dragon of green. And I assume the other 2 go up to a bed to catch a nice night's sleep. And nothing disturbs, other than, I mean, granted, Aegis would probably sleep through this. Occasionally there's a shift in the sleep pile of one bushkin kind of climbing out and another one coming in and jumping on and whatnot and passing out. But before morning comes, I am going to call a little bit of a bathroom break because your DM needs to use the restroom, and I'll give you guys a chance to use the restroom or get a drink and whatnot, and we will be back. Well, with a nice rest, those of you that did use the bedrooms, from the bedrooms you can hear in the hall, "Get up, the dandelions are out!" And then what sounds like the slamming of the cane on the floor.
Yeah, I'll be up. I'll go see some dandelions.
I think that was more. Yes, I'm okay.
What about Aegis? He wanted to see the dandelions.
What? Huh? Huh? What? What? Where am I?
You're in a sleep
Oh yeah,
pile.
you're in a sleep pile and you're waking up
When did I do these? Should I roll something, by the way?
Make me a wisdom roll. Wisdom
Oh, damn it.
save.
Damn it. Let me look at my wisdom.
Lulu, did you want on my lap?
Come on. Oh.
The furry Codium is here. Oof.
Oof.
You don't remember Jack. That's a 5. You don't remember Jack Hall.
How did I get here? I was just at the bar and what? Did that bartender teleport me?
Oh, you still have jockey music playing, by the way.
I turned it down on my side. Let me. There we go. I forgot to turn it all the way off. There is grumbling as you're complaining and making noise in the pile, and a bunch of these small, green leafy creatures, shift enough to shove you out of the pile. Grumbling and muttering in a language you don't recognize. As they go back to sleep.
What are these? Where have you guys taken me? What? How did we get here?
They're not around you, dude. They're upstairs in a different area. You don't see any of them.
I thought they had gone past. Anyway.
Not yet. They hadn't.
Sim, Ivy, Victor?
You all can slightly hear Aegis shouting from your rooms.
To book? Anybody?
I'll be right back.
He's fuck
Zay's gonna
around
go
and
down
find
the
out,
stairs.
As you gonna go down the stairs, you end up going past Granny Firestone, and she's like, "Oh, good, what?" And she slams her cane down some more. And goes, "Who else wants to go?"
Zay,
But yes.
can I find where Aegis is shouting from?
Oh yeah, you where to? You go through and go into the main room, and you see him next to the sleep pile. Some of them are like grumbling at him and like flailing an arm or a leg in the direction. trying to get him to shut up, basically, because he's being too loud next to the sleep pile.
Just gonna gesture for him to come over. Come on, let's go see the dandelions.
What's so special about dandelions?
You were just talking about how great it would be to see one.
I've seen dandelions before.
No,
What?
like, imagine, like a lion, or imagine a flower the size of a lion.
A flower the size of a lion.
Yeah.
Oh.
Come on. And then, Zay wants to run back to the kitchen.
Beautiful. There is the scampering of tiny feet as the Snapdragon follows. And you guys get into the kitchen. Do Sim and Victor, do you guys come out to see the dandelions, or do you kind of go see you later sort of thing?
I'll go see about the dandelions.
I'll take a quick look at them, and then judge if I wish to either continue getting ready to head out or continue with the plant.
Zay just wants to find that knife.
Zay would be able to see the knife on the counter there.
Anyone around?
I mean, other than Aegis, no. But he doesn't remember why the knife is there.
I'm gonna try and just pickpocket it anyway. Just slide it in as I reach for like a fruit. Just grab the knife and put it in the pocket.
Nice. Good. Right after you do that, Granny Varzand comes down the stairs with the other two. And he goes, "Ah, good, the green one woke up too."
Who is this lady?
It's Granny Varzand.
Well,
Well, be nice, respect your elders.
Hello. Ma'am?
Hello, big guy. Aegis, right?
Nice to meet you. How do you know my name?
She likes to say, "What's wrong with him? We met yesterday."
I don't know. He should be fine. Tell him about the dandelions.
Oh yes, we're about to see the dandelions. Come. Because you should never approach a dandelion at night. Like I said yesterday, very, very vicious at night. But during the day, they are the sweetest little things, prancing around all proud, catching the sunlight on their petals. It's so adorable. They love to cuddle, and there are a few cubs right now. And she shuffles out and around the building and takes you guys probably about 15-20 minutes out before a larger area opens up where the trees kind of circle, and it's a large green area, like thick grass. And what was that?
Can I ritual cast speak with animals in the meantime?
Yeah, you can cast it while they're walking. She goes, sweetest little suckers. And she gets you guys to the edges now. We don't want to surprise them. So, what you do? And then she shouts, you announce yourself loudly as you're coming up. Hello, my sweeties! She yells as she begins to walk into just the open field. And some of them poke their heads up and yawn. And roll over. And a couple of them that are standing and walking around stretch and look at her with a bit of a tail wag and sort of a nod sort of thing. And there are a few cubs that begin bolting over and pounce on her, knocking her clear on her butt. And she just starts cackling and goes, oh, get off me, get off me. Not the kisses. The saliva is too sticky. No. And, he kind of looks back at you guys and goes, well, come on.
Well, go ahead, Aegis. You go first.
I guess is okay. Is Aegis still being followed?
Yep.
Okay. Let me roll something random-ish.
A perception.
A perception, yes. I don't even know how he'd react to being followed. Well, actually, I guess how he would be reacting. He's gonna cast telepathy to Zay, and he's gonna say, "Is that supposed to be following us?"
Telepathy back. It's your baby that you picked up on the way here.
My what? Uh, what? I was just at the bar, and now I'm here. Huh?
Oh no, it's been like 6 days since that. You, let's see here. This is all in telepathy. Just, let's see here. You went to go see an orc perform. You got knocked out by the orc. You went on a boat trip. You picked up a baby in the woods. Another baby attacked you, and then you brought it back to camp. And now we're here. There you go. All caught up.
The huh? Well, it is pretty. Um,
You've only fed
does
it
it?
meat.
Um, do, does it have a name?
Oh, what did you name it? I think it's like, I don't know, Aegis Junior.
Oh, hold up, out of character. Zay just decided to name it Aegis Junior instead.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Well,
Okay.
cause you know, you're green, he's green, so Aegis Junior.
Um, he's gonna turn around and instantly go to the Snapdragon, and he's gonna say, "Come here, Junior."
It scurries over and wraps its tail around your ankle and sits on your foot.
Um, and then I'm going to. Oh shoot! Just realized something. He doesn't even remember the remark about dandelions having good fur for tea, so we can't even
Yeah,
do.
their leaf shed is the most delicious dandelion tea.
Damn. He's gonna do as Moria did instead, and he's going to go right up. Well, sped, and he's gonna go right up to one and just yell, "Hello!" But like really loud, maybe even threateningly.
It like you're going up to one of the adults or one of the kids, one of the cubs.
One of the adults.
And it kind of takes a few steps back, and with a bit of a growl, and you hear Granny Varzand go, "No, you don't want to be loud next to them. That's rude. You want to introduce yourself before you're right next to them." But I'm already out here, so you can just talk normal.
I'm gonna try to pet one, and I guess I should forward animal handling to see if I don't just end up being incredibly rough for some reason.
You punch it.
No, it's a dirty 20. Dirty 21.
Nice, not bad. So wait, you're rolling to make sure you don't accidentally, or rolling to see how?
It was just like an animal handling while I'm petting it.
Animal. Oh, okay, just an animal handling. Okay. Yeah, you're giving it pets. It feels weird because you're petting like leaves, like petals, and though it does seem to enjoy it, and it does begin to purr like a deep, loud, rumbling purr. And it ends up like leaning against you and kind of shoving itself inside against you, like some cats do. And there are a couple others that kind of take note of your existence as this other one is run up against you. And a couple of the cubs kind of prance over and give you a couple sniffs and then run back over to Granny.
Oh, why are we here again?
The mission for Varzand from the guild? Now, come on, you gotta remember that one.
Some package.
Yes. This is
He
the destination that he sent us to, and we're gonna go back.
he said there would be Sinra followers, but he was very mean about it.
Zay just kind of shrugs her shoulders.
Oh, shoot! Now Aegis isn't gonna remember the fact that he was going to give the Snapdragon to Ivy too.
And you might come to the same conclusion on the way back. Who knows?
Aegis Jr.
But shouldn't the heads have separate names?
I don't know. It was just named Aegis Jr.
Oh. I remember was a really weird drink.
Did it have a baby demon in it?
It was a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Zay, you should come try this drink with me when we get back.
We'll put that on the table.
Oh, you said we'll have it when we first get to the table? Okay.
If that's what your ears wanted to hear.
Well,
Sim, Victor, are you guys ready to go? Or are we gonna have Aegis still play with the big lion dandies?
I'm ready to go.
Awesome.
Aegis, you ready to shove off here, big guy?
yes. He looks down at the Snapdragon. Maybe you come up here. Is like kinda feel weird just on my leg.
Just tell it to crawl up on your shoulder, or pick it up, put it on your shoulder.
He tries to pick up the snapdragon.
Yeah, just lets you pick it up. And hunkers down on your shoulder, like, yep, this is where I'm supposed to be. And
Let's go.
you hear Granny Varzand kind of shout, Kevin is ready to lead you back whenever you need him. Shout into the building his name and he'll come.
Sim, I think you should go get Kevin.
Sim will kind of go to like the doorway of the building and shout for Kevin.
You see there's some like manic movement from near the like absolute bottom of the sleep pile. And he finally gets out and bolts to the door and does a little salute and goes, "Hey, Kevin, ready."
All right, well, let's head out. And he'll get out of the doorway and head back towards the group.
Nods and looks where Sim is going for the rest of the group, and then kind of hustles to get in front of Sim like he's leading the way. And then once everybody's together, he gives everybody a smile and does his little march in place thing, looks at everybody, and turns and begins marching off. And then looks back regularly to make sure you are all still following him.
Yeah. Yep.
And as you guys march off and continue on your trek, there is a point where Kevin ends up stopping and looking around. I kind of like hold his hand up and then turns and goes, big.
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 What's a big?
Hide from
Whoa.
Big. And then he dives behind a bush.
Zay is gonna find a tree to hide behind.
I'm gonna find something to hide behind myself.
Yeah, it's time to hide.
Listen to Kevin.
Aegis tries to blend into the grass.
Oh God.
Come on, 20.
Oh wait, I need to roll.
Roll me some stealth checks.
18. Oh wait, I have an advantage. Yeah, 18.
21.
Nice.
Aegis became the grass.
He's behind one blade of grass, but it's enough.
You end up seeing a why are there are two 21s. Both from Aegis. That's funny.
Oh yeah, the first was animal handling.
Yeah, no, I just thought it was funny that you got the same thing with rolling for something else.
Oh yeah.
What is that?
You end up seeing this thing shambling through the forest that has, it looks like a mound of a bunch of vines and with these bright yellow flowers that are currently closed that have orange tipped ends. And throughout its body, the main mass of this creature, you can see bones, skulls, and of different creatures and humanoids all throughout it. As it begins to just search. You can't quite tell how it's searching, for you don't necessarily see eyes yourself or a nose or any of your stereotypical ways to sense and see things. But somehow it seems like this creature, this entity, can see, looks like it's looking around. What was everyone's stealth rolls?
21.
18.
21. Mod 20.
What, mod 20? Okay. You end up watching this thing go past, getting very, very close. But it continues on its way. But it takes a while. Its vines whipping around and testing areas, and even like a couple of you getting like the end of a vine from it wiggling around right in front of your face as it's going through. And it takes I would say like a good solid 20-30 minutes before it's fully moved on and out of view, and you can hear Kevin whisper, Big God. Oof. Before he comes out from hiding.
That's quite the big.
He nods. Like that look of you're telling me. Like, and he looks around, waits for everyone else to come out of hiding. Clearly not being able to find you himself, so he just kind of waits for everyone to come out. Before beginning to lead the way again. And after a while, you can tell he's not leading you back down on the pathway you guys had gone up on. But after a while, you can begin to hear water. And it gets louder and louder. And after a while, you get to this point where he points and moves some brush, and there are a couple canoe, basically. And he points at them and points at the water and points at you guys and waves, expecting you guys to know what to do.
So we go in the boat and go downstream.
Okay, he kind of just nods. He does go fast.
No.
Go wee. He kind of does, holds his arms out as he says wee.
Okay.
And as he goes to walk away, but then stops. Goes, oh, duck. Don't head go boom. Remember duck.
Remember duck.
He goes to the ground. Yes? He like tries to go prone, by the way. That's what I meant. Yes?
In boat. Sit boat. Go vroom. But duck.
Oh.
Okay, well, at no time like the present, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Time to go. I guess so.
How many people fit in one?
It would end up being 2-1, and there are a couple there. You could do like 2 in one, 1 in another, and take 3 if you wanted more, like basically taking all of them, so to speak. But you could leave 1 there and do 2 and 2. But you definitely could not do 3 in 1.
I'd assume that whatever branch it's talking about is a deck save, right? One that's visible.
You assume it's a branch.
Well, whatever it is, sounds like a deck save.
Okay.
It would be a deck save, unless you perception fast enough. If your perception's high enough to see it coming, then you don't need to worry about a deck save.
Well, I mean that's okay. I have advantage on visible deck saves, unless it's invisible. Whatever's gonna be, maybe thwacking us or boom or whatever.
So me and Aegis in one boat and Sim and Victor in another?
Oh no! Oh no! That can go horribly.
What?
Actually, no. Sim should be able to duck fine. I'm more so worried about Victor.
Oh, Victor will be fine.
Yeah.
I'm most worried what Zay's gonna do to Aegis.
Aegis doesn't know he's been pissing off Zay.
He
Aegis
doesn't in
doesn't
the
know at all.
slightest. And that's why it's so dangerous. So, Zay and Aegis get in one, and Sim and Victor get another. And you all take off, and this is fast water. This isn't your slow ride sort of thing. This is fast. This is downhill, and it is speedy. And as you are traveling, I mean, there are also like paddles in the canoes to help keep you from the edges, and water does slow down, use them sort of thing. But I need you all to make perception checks.
Perception.
That's a 16.
Oh, 21.
13?
I heard a 13 from Aegis. Oh no.
Yep.
What's Victor's?
Go 14.
A 14? Okay. Well, Victor gets it on the nose. Aegis, you don't see. Zay, I don't know if you warn Aegis or not. Probably not, I'm assuming.
I imagine it's right after I duck.
Whose canoe is first? Is it Zay and Aegis and then Victor and Sim? Or the other way around?
Well, Aegis is stronger, but I'm probably not helping to paddle.
Well, I would assume that. But right now, the water is kind of taking you guys. It's you wouldn't necessarily need to be going much faster with paddle a little bit, but It'd be more so who got in the water first, sort of thing.
I mean, Zay kind of volunteered us pretty quick, so I guess we'd probably be in front.
True. So, Zay, you see this coming up. What you notice is that, as you guys are going and the water is going down, you see a point up ahead where it goes underground.
Oh shit.
And there is, like, room between the water and the top of, this opening there. But that you will need to duck or your head is going to get slammed on the entrance.
Oh, that might be what he was talking about. Everybody down.
Okay.
Victor? Not Victor. Aegis? Roll me a deck save.
Okay.
As Zay sees this, shouts everybody down as she ducks.
With advantage?
How early do you shout this, Zay? Do you shout it, like, right as you're ducking so it doesn't hit you? Or
Well,
do you say it and then...
Oh, I was just assuming that it was like a tree branch or something from before. But if it's a
No.
whole ass tunnel, then I'm gonna.
No, it is a whole ass
If it-
tunnel.
Oh yeah, I'm warning
it's
them
a visible-
beforehand.
If it's a visible effect, I guess should have advantage.
Oh yeah. Make your roll. Also, Zolo says we want Panner. When do we want him now? In chat.
What?
Zolo's in chat.
Well, so it's a 22, is what he rolled.
Nice.
Good thing it was advantage and not disadvantage, though. Shit.
So yeah, you duck in the nick of time to not get your noggin duck quoshed. Then we would have had you forgetting things for other reasons.
Who am I?
Right.
Right?
I guess suddenly starts going by a name which nobody has ever called him.
Completely forgets his languages, but they get swapped out for brand new ones.
Right.
But as you all enter this tunnelway, it does end up opening up to where you can sit up. And at that point, you can see that there is a small drop before the water ends up breaking into 3 sections. I will need to know if you are going to try and go down path 1, 2, or 3. And I will need checks to see if you guys actually manage to steer in the direction you wish to go.
Which one is the biggest one?
The biggest one would be 2.
I'd say continue on down the middle.
Yeah, the middlemost is the biggest.
Just
That'd also probably be the easiest one in the first place, because probably got a stronger current.
Yeah.
You would think that, but no, you are being pulled towards one.
Hmm.
There's also a louder crashing of water sound from one.
Oh, no. No, not
No,
one.
no,
Not one.
no,
Not one.
no, no.
Okay. What checks do we gotta make here to go down?
You will need some, either, let's see, athletics would work. What else would work? Yeah, I would say athletics.
Oh, I'm
That
sorry.
that would be your.
I'm so sorry, Aegis.
Maybe just the help action? Maybe just the help action?
Can I?
Maybe?
Can I give Aegis?
Oh, I need a roll from both of you.
God damn it! Come on, dice, don't fail me
Aegis,
now. Oh, you're
Aegis got a
so
17.
fucking lucky. That's a 19 minus 2, 17.
We both got a
Nice.
17.
You both
Perfectly
are
balanced.
able to fight the current that's pulling you guys to make it to where you go down the center. I do see that Sim said BRB, so we'll do theirs once I see Sim's back. And I'll continue with Aegis and Zay for a moment.
You're just as strong as Seamus?
I have a negative 2
Zay
as my
is
modifier.
all dex.
Yeah, I'm
right?
all. I mean, mostly Dex because my stats were shit.
Yeah.
Seamus and Zay would have the arm wrestle game of a lifetime.
It wouldn't even.
Okay, I see that Sim is back. Sim and Victor. So you have the choice of the one side is where the current is pulling, and it also is very, very loud waters. The middle is the largest, which is also what Zay and Aegis went down. And then section 3, the rightmost, is not too narrow to like fit down or anything, but is narrower than 2. But also seems to have calmer water. You don't hear any crashing sounds from 3 either. But what do you two wish to do? Go down the same path, or mix it up?
I'd imagine same path.
Just trusting our judgment.
Give
More
me
stick together than
those athletics checks to fight the.
Oh. I just noticed something.
That was a 12?
Oh my
Oh
god,
boy.
it won't load. In just a second. Okay. Ooh, 19.
19. Good. Good. If you had rolled low, there would have been problems. Sim, you come in clutch and manage to keep from going where the current is pulling. And you follow suit behind Zay and Aegis. As the current slows and becomes calm to where you do kind of need to use the paddles a bit. Not too much. But it would be a very, very slow drift without using them occasionally. You end up looking around, and it's this nice, surprisingly bright cavern. You've been pulled in pretty far to where the light from outside really shouldn't be getting in anywhere. But you would notice that the crystals along the ceiling and the walls actually have a nice glow to them.
Oh no.
Are they purple?
They are.
Oh no. Such pretty crystal.
Are they the same color as
We should
my
take some home.
daggers by chance?
You would hold out your daggers, and they're pretty dang exact in color.
Hmm.
We should take some home.
What was that? It was muffled.
We should take some home.
Oh. I mean, we can.
We've
We
had
can-
enough trouble of you touching things in the last few days.
I'll tell you what.
I-
I'll put it on the map, and we can come back to it.
If we brought some home, I'm sure it'd be profitable.
Yeah, but if we came back with bigger bags, we can bring back more.
I can carry plenty already.
But
Aegis,
have
do you try and reach out and touch one?
Oh, I don't know. As a character, I don't. I mean, as a player, I don't want to. But sure.
Oh,
I get your medical coverage revoked. 101.
okay, right up. Get that new character
I
sheet out,
need
bud.
you to I need you to make a save.
What kind of save?
To make us. I'm pulling it up. Give me a second.
She wasn't expecting somebody to do it.
I mean, I know better, but Aegis doesn't.
Aegis doesn't. Where the crap is it
Just
in
right as he
my
touches the
notes?
crystal, I'm just like, Aegis, no!
Okay, come on. Where the frick is it? There we go. I need you to make a Constitution save.
Oh, sweet. 23.
23. Okay. But I do need to know. So you touch this crystal, and do you like pull it off and like hold it, sort of thing?
Do I? Does it just come off? Probably. If it just comes off, probably.
I need you to make another Constitution save.
$15.
15. As you've pulled it off and are holding it, like, hey, look what I have. The crystalline structure begins to encase and climb up your hands and arm.
Okay, I think at this point he drops it.
The consequences of his actions.
Go to drop it. It doesn't leave your hand. It stays stuck there. I need you to make another save.
Same thing.
Yep.
Oh,
15.
15.
2 8s in a row.
It continues to creep.
I'm gonna try to hit my hand against the hit it out of my hand with the boat or something. Is there anything to reach against to hit it off?
At this point, it's not hit it off. It's that you need to succeed in the saves.
Okay.
But
I have nothing to help you, brother. I got nothing.
Same.
So save again.
I need I need you two to roll again.
21.
21. That's a save. That's on the safe side. It's kind of like death saves. If you get
Oh, no.
3, you're good. If you
God.
get 3, you're bad. Sort of thing. So with that one, it doesn't creep any farther, but it's still there.
And I can't let go of it.
It's the thing is it's crept up you and around you. It's not just a small crystal in your hand, it is spread.
Is there anything I can do?
You can make another save for me.
Can I try whipping out my crystal dagger and just place it on his crystal arm?
You can do that.
24.
Hey, that's a good save. That's a good save. Do you put the crystal dagger on his arm?
Yeah.
On the crystal. So you do with that save, you do see it begin to creep back, and with Zay, as you put your dagger against the other crystal, Zay, you hear in your head, "What can I do for you?"
My friend's arm is being taken over by a crystal and I need it to stop and go away.
You hear, someone's touched one of them. You say your friend has. He must not be very bright touching things he doesn't know about. Though crystals are alluring. Part of our success, you see. You want this to stop creeping up him, yes?
Yes, please.
You find someone else to encapsulate with the crystal, and I will agree to letting your friend go. A soul for a soul, if you will.
Does it have to be right now, or can it be in like a couple days?
I'll give you 48 hours.
Okay. How?
You see the crystallization on Aegis's arm begin to creep onto and lengthen your dagger. And then you hear, I'm sure you know what to do from here.
No, just the person I want to use this on. You'll get your soul.
Perfect. Pleasure doing business with you. And then the almost the feeling of someone being there or being watched, or that presence and that voice then dissipates. And Aegis, you don't have a crystallization crawling across you or the crystal in your hand anymore, and say your dagger is about double its length.
It's now a short sword.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Aegis unknowingly did something good? Question mark.
No, Aegis almost had to make a new character sheet.
Oh,
Well, yeah. Yep.
Interrupts.
For shits and giggles, since I already have the
no,
command typed in.
don't you dare.
For shits and giggles. Oh, it would have passed, right?
That would have passed.
And Aegis might have been fine. Might have been able to overpower the crystal. Maybe.
Okay, no more touching purple crystals, please, Aegis.
Mm.
Just leave touching the purple things to me.
That was probably caused by a wizard. I want to see.
That was caused by a damn crystal.
Well, the crystal was probably caused by a wizard.
Whatever it was caused by, don't touch it.
Okay. Um, you think maybe we should pedal out of here? Not.
Yes. Just kind of yelling back to Sim and Victor. I'm sure you know this already, but don't touch the crystals.
I wasn't planning on it.
Oh my gosh. As you travel on, the water begins to quicken up pace again. And you do see that um there is light up ahead. And as you are going through, you can see that the water yet again splits into two. One of which seems to dive back underground, and the other side you can see that it continues forward and then begins to widen out a bit. And Zay, I would say you're familiar enough with the maps. You would realize that that portion is a bit where eventually it actually leads up to row fields.
Good.
But I need not too terribly difficult strength checks to keep on the correct side.
Wait, just strength, not athletics?
Well, athletics, yeah.
Okay.
18.
Nice.
Oh,
These
13.
natural 20 minus 2, 18.
But still, Zay pulls through this time.
Got a mod
What?
20.
Are you sure
She
Zay
wants to,
shouldn't multi-class into like Barbarian? I feel like
she
that's like
wants
a
to
rage mode.
she wants to get back to the damn city.
And he gets his arms retired.
That's her motivation right now.
It's
She
kind of
just
numb.
wants
He's
to get
still
back to
still getting feeling back
civilization.
into his arm.
Yeah. Feeling hasn't quite returned fully from the attempted crystal takeover.
They'll take over of a gem dragon born.
Ironic. But with that, yeah, you all manage to keep yourselves on the right path going towards Rowfields. As you end up getting closer and closer, it is getting darker, and by the time you do end up getting to where you can kind of basically dock and pull yourselves out of the water and would be at the town itself, it is pretty late. There are still, of course, workers out that are kind of a bit confused as to why uh you came to them from the waters in that small of um uh, water vehicles, canoes,
Watercraft?
crafts.
Yeah.
That's the word I
But
was looking for.
Gas boat.
But they're not necessarily like out loud questioning it, but you definitely get some of those. They're casting glances at each other like, what? Um, as they help you get settled, and one of them goes to point you in the right direction of like the tavern and where to get the rooms, and another one kind of gives them an elbow and goes, I remember these guys coming in a few days ago. They know where stuff is. And you are all left to your own devices.
Let's go deliver that package.
What?
Let's go deliver the package.
We have to get to Velport first.
And
Oh wait, yeah, we're on field.
Or else I totally would.
I mean, that doesn't help that I'm like 3/4 of the way asleep. Struggling in my mind.
Oh.
I'm not away from the house that often. I'm not used to little around, do around, stormy.
But yes, you are all in a city you're at least vaguely familiar with. Where would you like to go? You would know that the first ferries out back to your hometown are like at first light sort of thing. Like everything is already shut down for the night. As far as getting your ride back.
Aegis knows nothing about this city. He has never been to this place in his mind.
Oh yeah, Aegis remembers nothing. I keep on forgetting that.
I think I need to go for a workout.
Oh no.
I'm
We're gonna have a rinse repeat of last time, aren't we?
I'm gonna go get a
I'm
couple
gonna
of
find a
rooms.
tavern bed.
We can go to the tavern.
I catch up with you. I go for a workout.
Okay. I will lead Victor to the tavern.
So Shane, I guess doesn't exactly know where he's going, but I'm sure he's going to be looking for.
So there's down like the main road from where you guys get off. There's mostly shops that are closed for the night. But when you get to like this T intersection, you can see the tavern. You can see a sign that says the original heavy petting bar. There are buildings further out on both sides, but most are pretty closed off, like lights off for the night sort of thing.
Oh, I know that place. I go there. He goes to the heavy betting bar.
Heavy petting bar.
Yeah,
Yup.
yeah.
Okay. We're gonna be next door in the tavern. They're going to sleep. Just so that you know where we are. Unless you wanted to go do something, Sim. I'm sorry for assuming.
From the river, I'm ready for a nice, comfortable bed and a good drink. A boat ride.
So Aegis goes into the heavy petting bar.
Going into the heavy petting bar, you are greeted by a quite voluptuous hostess that is working the front desk tonight. And she looks you over, Aegis, and goes, "Oh, how you doing, sweetie? I think I noticed you coming in the other day. How can I help you?"
Yes, I hear too. Wait, the other day. Well, I'm here to work out.
But we do all kinds of working out. What kind of package were you looking for tonight?
You look about right size. We worked out. East.
Now I need more information than that to send you to the right lady. We have certain ladies with certain specialties working tonight.
She doesn't try to. Okay.
So
Um.
are you looking to be the one in charge? Are you looking to be released of the reins, so to speak? And or do you like being all tied up? We got a girl in tonight that's very good with tying knots. And well, we got gentlemen too, if you're of that persuasion. We
Um.
never assume here.
Um. Those sound like interesting workouts, but I always
You always it broke out, broke off.
always in charge.
Always
I
in
am
charge. All right,
I
all
am
right.
strong.
We're getting so you well. You do look strong. That is fair. That is fair. Are you looking for um? Well, you said I'm about the right size. Are you looking for more than one tonight? Are you just looking for one my size?
How heavy does she seem?
She's probably, gosh, she's probably in the like 170 range.
Um. That's quite light for Aegis, actually, isn't it? I believe.
Well, but if you double that, if you're getting two ladies, that's what, 340? If I'm mathing correct.
I need to math what he can actually do real quick, because he would actually have a decent judgment of. Oh, that's a decent little bit over what he can do, actually. You said it would be how much if.
Uh, 340 for two around her size.
Yeah, that's like 70 more than he can handle. Um, maybe here.
So a little heavier. Well, we do have some half dragons here tonight. We recently got them in from they're starting here and then going to the big city after their well, before or after, depending on how long she stays. They've got their prize performer right now out there, but
Oh
that's for
no.
show, not necessarily backstage in the rooms with the other ladies. But we tonight have some half dragon folk that are a bit on the heavier side because they got a bit more curves and they got that tail that's a bit of weight there.
Damn it,
But
Iris.
um there's a few things I need to know as far as what you want for the night. And she actually pulls out a little pamphlet thing and goes, because we do have more working tonight and they're a bit busier tonight. And we've got guest performers in. We've actually got our little pamphlets right now. So if you just look this over and kind of let me know what you're looking for, if there's anything you want here, then I'll get you set up with a couple of the ladies.
He reads over the pamphlet.
There are a lot of kinks explained on this pamphlet.
Oh no, it's too much for Aegis' poor little mind.
It is basically kind of like a checklist of hey, this is all the stuff we offer. Put an X in the box if you want this, and then pass it back to the lady at the front desk, and she'll set you up with the right worker tonight sort of pamphlet.
I assume they must have started doing that after the last visit. Or something.
Who knows? Aegis definitely doesn't.
Aegis definitely doesn't. Um, um, there are still some things within that list that I could definitely see Aegis thinking are things he totally knows and totally knows.
But the
But
whole list of as a whole, I think you would see that and be like, oh, that's not what I'm looking for.
oh,
Or he might also look at, if he looks at the desk, there's actually photos on the desk currently that the little area has a little sign that says guest performers and does have photos of the ladies working.
what are the photos? I feel like I know what some of these photos are. Iris, what
I
are
don't
the
know,
photos?
you may or may not. Gonna make me sift through the freaking photos.
Oh no.
Find them.
Oh no.
Where is where there it is. Where this is what I get for not saving the photos right away. So as well as half dragons, you also see some tiefling photos, an elf photo,
Do I recognize the elf?
why would you?
Because it might be just because on the off chance it's the elf from it's the for some reason the elf from the other one. No, that's the
Oh
only
no,
reason I know that.
she's still at her main place. Oh, you also... Let me... Where's the other Dragonborn photo? The other one that I'm looking for is hiding. So you don't get all of the photos.
What photos?
File too large, my butt. We send those ones. Oh, come on. Which two did it send? There we go. Is that all of them? I know there's more. Where are my other ones? Those are the photos that you see right off the bat easily.
Oh no. This had to be the introduction.
Oh, here's the other one I was looking for.
Full send. Um, he points out at one of the pictures and says, who is that purple?
You gotta looks over and she goes kind of shifts through and pulls out a little um a little card that has just a picture of her face on it and where do oh come on where there it is the card itself says indie DIE and she or not IEY no don't autocorrect she goes oh Indy's free she hasn't picked up anyone yet tonight
Are you, are you going? He actually seems like semi-flustered.
well currently she's out on the main floor walking around oh Lulu are you okay sweetie that was a real hard thud are you okay did you break your noggin nah her noggin's made out of a brick but yeah Aegis is told that she's out on the floor right now, and that he'd be able to find her out there wandering around. And that's where we will end session with Aegis flustered.
Oh, he's gonna be super shy. I hope you know
Oh, he's probably gonna get shyer once he sees the floor.
that.
But
I'm sure he's not gonna know what to do with himself,
probably not.
but he's gonna try to shoot his shot.
But that's where we end with the rest of the party having a drink and setting up for the night, and Aegis getting flustered at the heavy petting bar and brothel. The original heavy petting bar and brothel.
You had to introduce this character this way.
Hey, you begged me to put her in here. So say goodbye to chat. Say goodbye to
Goodbye.
everybody
Bye,
in
chat.
chat.
Bye, chat. Bye, chat. Bye, chat.